Hello and welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy X-2. I'm Zakiri Jelkum, your faithful host, and thank you for watching. That sounded like I was going to end it, didn't I? No, today we are back in the Via Infinito to get to the bottom, starting at floor 40, and making our way down. You can hear the sighs in my voice for this place. Yeah, this place. I can see why a lot of people skip it, even if they know about it, because it is obnoxiously annoying and incredibly long. But you will see how, because essentially this first level, and for most of them, I'm going to leave the first level in completely unedited, meaning all of the battles that are in it will probably still be in it. And you'll get kind of a feel of how it is to go down the Via Infinito.
Let's play it.
You just gotta apply it to the other 20 floors that goes in between. Now, any interesting bosses or anything that we have seen before that we'll fight again during the Infinito, I'll put in as well. But otherwise, essentially it's going to be the first floor, jumping down between subsequent floors, looking at different things, and then onto the boss, because that's really all that's important. Because if you're having trouble on the enemies here, you have no chance for the boss. And I don't mean to be harsh about that, but that's true. If you're having trouble with the enemies... excuse me. Stupid alarms! And yes, I just let that run with my mic still out, not stopping, because this is long enough that it doesn't matter if I don't know, skip a couple minutes of me frying a tonberry with Moogle Beam, which, by the way, is awesome. Yes, you may be looking at this. Wait, you mean you're segmenting this up and it still says 21 minutes? Yes, that's right. I had an hour and 40 minutes, actually an hour and 45 minutes of footage in between floor 40 and floor 60. Remember? This is Salamander. We fought him before. Remember, he is not weak to magic. He is immune to magic. He is immune to magic. Remember that. So no Moogle Beam, no Black Sky, no Tates of Magic, no Power Eraser, no nothing like that. You have to use non-magic. That makes sense. Oh, and I just realized what the, well, I didn't just realize, but I realized recently what the whole two different classes abilities that the mascot gets. They get one magical one and one physical one. So you got the magical one, which is in the Dark Knight for Yuna, and the physical one, which is the Warrior, although both are pretty decent on both departments. Oh, the Dark Knight's decent on the magic department, as well as it is in the physical department, so immune spam. Kane's got black magic and Shudo, and Riku has instinct and white magic, so it's all kind of balanced out. Now skipping ahead about 6 floors. Ready? And time jump! Alright, we are going through another identical floor to this one. And guess who I found? Just lying around in the middle of the floor, being annoying. It's Ultima Weapon! Although that wasn't my reaction when I first saw this. My reaction the first time I saw this was, holy shit, it's Ultima Weapon! Because, you know, this is like... Ultima Weapon in the first game was like the second to last hardest boss. I mean, it wasn't the hardest boss. That's saved for another thing, but it's I have to do all these extra things, and then you get to fight Ultima Weapon. So I was like, holy crap, he's just biding his time in here? We have to fight him? Well, yes. But as you can see, one with the mascots, uber defenses and uber offenses, and permanent wall effect on them. He's really not doing anything, and yeah, he's just not doing as awesome as he used to, I guess. I think I've heard. Well, I think I've heard that this is true. That I've heard that yes, Ultima Weapon is in the not Ultima. Yes, Omega Weapon is in the Via Infinito as well. About, I don't know, 20 floors down from this one. Actually, like 39 floors down from this one, or so, something like that. It's in the last stretch. No, it's not. It's in the stretch before the last stretch. They were imported directly from the old game to the new game. So, like, their current HP and all their stats and everything was moved from the first game to the second game. But they couldn't really stand up as bosses, so they had to put them in as normal enemies, because they just didn't stand up as well against the new people, or against the new system. Because in the old game, it is really hard to get your characters up to about 5,000 HP. And Yuna is now sitting on over 10,000, which you do with one of the garment grids. Or you can do with one of the garment grids. Anyway, new floor! Tons of random battles. This looks like at first the one floor where you have to go on each of the pedestals and then go back to the center, and then you can jump down to the next floor. It is not. It is a maze. There are also cactuars over here. Which are still annoying, because you still get no experience from them. So don't waste any MP, just like smack it. And I guess that was like genocide right there, because Pain just smacked it with a cactuar. Smacked the cactuar with a cactuar, killed the cactuar. Cactuar, cactuar, cact. Random battle, go! Ah, timelines, aren't they fun? Knowing when everything is going to happen. This floor is even scarier on lower floors, because this hallway right here, when you pop up there, first view you see is a giant Mega Tomberry. Which I don't think we've faced Mega Tomberries yet, but that's okay, because I'm never going to face one. Essentially, a Mega Tomberry is a Tomberry that is Mega. That doesn't make any sense to you, but it actually makes almost perfect sense. We have an opportunity to fight one right here if you want to. That little one, which looks like a normal Tomberry, but there's a little lure Tomberry sitting right next to him. Which would tell you, or at least I think, I never actually went up to it to check. It would make me think that it's actually a Mega Tomberry fight with a normal Tomberry helper, which all the Mega Tomberry fights are like that. Now, a Mega Tomberry fight has obscene amount of HP. He hits around 6,000 per chef's knife hit. Has super techniques, which you could get for a blue bullet thing if you get it oversold. Anyway, you want to head right down that hallway where they are. They are not going to jump out at you. And the wiki article that I looked up for them, the only way they say to defeat them is with the catnip gunner trigger happy combo. Yes, the only way to beat them is cheaply. Anyway, heading back down. We have this random enemy that's like a zoo, except for it's not a zoo. It's a Roz? Or a rock. It's a rock. There we go. A ruck. R-U-K-H, ruck. Essentially, it's a zoo. It's not affected by magic. need to check that before you start attacking. So all this is immune and mute, and there goes my screensaver. And at least it doesn't like slow down my screen, because my screensaver is just a blank screen. Because there's really no other necessary one. Needless to say, this thing is actually really easy. It's not hard at all. I don't know what status affliction it affects. It never seems to affect it, and obviously it's not death because Pain has the ribbon on and can guard against it. On one of the floors that we've seen before, they actually do a stupid stunt and actually put an Elder Drake right there. So you're going to get to see me fight an Elder Drake, finally! And see, without that protect, that would have done a lot of damage. And they're very fast! But at least we can do a significant amount of damage to them, except for not Riku, apparently. Essentially what you want to do is have one person on healing the entire time, and one person on doing attacking and stuff like that. That, their Pyroplexy Blast, I think is what it was called. He'll do it here again in a second. Is a non-elemental magical attack. Pyroplexy. There we go. And that's why it's not affected by any of the, Tetra Bracelet or, Omni Force of Nature, there we go. It's not affected by that because it's non-elemental, so you can't absorb it. There was an Elder Drake. Easier way to do that is have Berserkers with an evade and counter, a bunch of luck on, and they'll just evade and counter him the entire time. One last thing to jump to, which is very good to note before getting to the next boss, is that there are Jumbo Cactars on the 50 through 59 floors. I do not think you have to get them oversold. I think you can get it from normal ones. I do fight an oversold one here in a second. I'm not going to show it, but you can get a really good accessory called a Rabbite's Foot. R-A-B-I-T-E, Rabbite's Foot. Which gives you 100 luck, which will help you in evasion and stuff like that. And the next boss you need a lot of luck with, essentially.
Alright!
So I eventually got 2. Yeah, you can get 1 from each Cactar. Just fight a bunch of them, you'll get a bunch. Anyway, on to floor 60. Also, if you don't like this jumping around for the Via Infinito, too bad! Alright, so essentially for this boss you're probably going to want 4 Berserkers, have as much luck on as you can, have as much strength / defense as you can, have all the Berserkers have all the counters, or you want evade and counter, but that means you have to have all the counters, and if you can't get it like during the main story, go level grind for it. It's good anyway to level grind. I think I'm level 80 now. But anyway, this boss we are fighting is called Giant Shell Man. No, it's not called Giant Shell Man. It is called Conjurer. Yeah. He'll attack, he'll do other stuff, you're going to want to evade and then counter them. Throw up a Haste Ago or a Chocobo Wing will make it much better. Just do normal attacks through the entire thing. This is his main attack, which will kill you. You cannot block that. That is called Megaton Press. There's really no way to survive that. It does around 60,000. Really not going to do too much. He also has a second attack called Gunk, which destroys all of your MP and poisons you. The MP for Berserkers are not really necessary. The poison is slightly annoying. You can recover that in a second. If something has regen, don't worry about poison because the regen will just recover the same amount of damage that you just took. You can tell that if you watch... Oh wait, Riku's not poisoned yet. But she will get poisoned fairly soon here. So if you watch that, you'll see that my point is true. By the way, don't worry about healing, because it's either you get hit and die, because his normal attacks are very strong as well. I think they do around 50,000 or so. So, if you don't heal, don't worry about healing. Megaton press, you will die, so you're just going to recover to get that amount again anyway. Just go with recovering and then attacking. That constant protect that he has on him is constant, you cannot get rid of it, so don't worry about it. And there's not much else to say. It's just, somewhat anticipate his move if he's going to use Megaton press on somebody. Get ready to revive them. If you're... yeah, I don't know. Otherwise, just continue to attack him. Try to chain your attacks if you can, because they do a significant more amount of damage. But otherwise, you're okay. By the way, all the luck, besides evading, also gives you a bunch of criticals, so that should help this go a little bit faster. Don't worry about throwing up wall or protect or anything like that. It won't help at all. I think these enemies, like the giant snail enemies, you could fight in the original game. You might be able to fight them in this game, but I haven't found them at all. I don't know. I think in the original game you fight them inside Sin, is where you fought them. I mean, their size would say that, because you see something like this and you're like, holy crap. You might be able to fight them on, in the Comland. I don't know. That would be an example of evading counter and then attacking right after it. He almost never hits, so don't worry about it, as long as you have a bunch of luck. Gunk will almost always hit, but that's because it's a magic attack type thing. Again, not much to say. Just go level grind, get the 2 berserker attacks. That's essentially it. That's all I can say. Aren't you done yet? He's almost done. He's almost done. By the way, if you were wondering who the person before that was Grandmaster Micah from the first game. The guy who changed into Conqueror, there we go. That's a good one, and it's a pun.
He's not here.
Who?
Trema.
Who's that?
Trema is the founder of New Yevon. He kept all of the spheres from Spear's past to himself and then vanished without a trace. Who'd have thought he'd crawl down here?
was a year ago. So he's probably already...
Dead? Maybe he was from the start. They say he was able to control the most powerful of fiends.
Which is why I really think we should go home now.
But we can't yet, Riku. Can't yet. Anyway, that was down to floor 60. Tune in next time for when we go down to floor 80 and beat the next boss. I'm Zakiri Chuckum. Thank you for watching. And have fun gaming. See ya. Also, remember to save after every boss. Most important thing in this episode, save.